No one is doing you a favor by by accepting you to college. That your admissions to college means that you have something to contribute to the university.
I'm Gabrielle Salgado from G News, and welcome to First and Foremost. Each episode, I talk with Pepperdine first-generation college students and faculty members about their college journeys. Pepperdine biology professor Antonio Gomez was born in Mexico City and moved to Arvin, California, located in the San Joaquin Valley, when he was 9 years old.
My dad used to come here to the United States as a seasonal farm worker, so for several months during the year. And so for us moving here to California, it meant that our family could be together.
At first, Professor Gomez said he was homesick and wanted to move back to Mexico. However, he met people with similar experiences, making the adjustment to California easier.
The great majority of people living there were just people like my parents. They were also farm workers. They were also new immigrants.
Professor Gomez said his passion for science began at a young age. He would watch shows like Bill Nye the Science Guy on PBS and aspired to be like the scientists he saw on TV.
I always felt like it was the scientist who came up with the solution to a problem or came up with a cure.
Professor Gomez said it was rare for students in his hometown to attend state universities. Most of his classmates attended community college or joined the workforce after graduation. Because of this, Professor Gomez said he faced doubt during the college application process.
Initially, I think it was a shock to even dream about that, like to share it with my classmates or with my counselors. I think there was sometimes a lot of doubt.
After graduating high school, Professor Gomez attended UC Berkeley, where he earned his bachelor's degree in chemical biology. While his parents were supportive of his achievements, Professor Gomez said he faced imposter syndrome when first moving into college.
I felt that I had gotten into Berkeley, and I imagine that many first-generation college students might experience this at some point, that I got into Berkeley because someone had done me a favor.
Professor Gomez said he used the work ethic he learned from his parents to persevere through college. Seeing how his parents would work early mornings and long hours under grueling conditions inspired him to pursue greatness.
Being farm workers, they have an incredible work ethic where, if they have to show up at 4 in the morning because that's when you have to start picking grapes because otherwise it'll get too hot. That kind of inspired me to think that a college education was possible. And that it was doable.
Professor Gomez's passion for science grew when his mother contracted valley fever. It is common for field workers to contract valley fever because it develops after breathing in dust. Most people who contract valley fever experience flu-like symptoms like a cough, fatigue, and muscle aches. However, some develop long-term lung problems. Not knowing what it was caused by, Professor Gomez began searching for answers. Through his education, Professor Gomez found that it is caused by a fungus found on the dust in Central California. Luckily, Professor Gomez's mother recovered. According to Kaiser Health News, Professor Gomez's home county has the highest rate per capita of valley fever in California due to its desert-like conditions. The relevance of valley fever in Professor Gomez's life played an important role in his education.
Those questions about why is it that how is it that this microbe can cause this effect, and why is it that different people react differently was actually kind of a big theme in my graduate work.
Professor Gomez uses his experience from the California Central Valley to drive his scientific research. Professor Gomez is opening a lab here at Pepperdine to explore basic biology questions that might have applications to disease relevance. Reflecting on his college experiences, Professor Gomez advises first-generation students to not be afraid to ask questions and to not conform to societal standards.
As a student, you're going to feel that pressure of conforming to the norm. I encourage students to resist that pressure, whether it's external or internal.
Pepperdine has resources such as the First Wave program to aid first-generation students in their college journeys. More information can be found at the Pepperdine Student Success Center website.